So Democrats have been saying stupid stuff this week. They're all over the place. But this clip that I'm going to show you from Steve Bannon might actually be dumber than anything I heard from Democrats this week. Take a look.
That President Trump will run and win again in 2028. So I've already endorsed President Trump. A man like this comes along once every century if we're lucky. We've got him now. He's on fire, and I'm a huge supporter. Want to see him again in 2028.
And obviously, anybody who doesn't like what you say but judges it as a function of a lack of intelligence doesn't know anything about you. I don't make that mistake. You're a smart guy. You know he's term limited. How do you think he gets another term?
We're working on it. I think we'll have a couple of alternatives. Let's say that. We'll see. We'll see what the definition. We'll see what the definition of term. We'll see what the definition of term limit is.
All right. Well, so you're talking about litigating this issue, because I don't want people to listen to our interview and say Bannon's cooking up an insurrection. Bannon is cooking up. You know what I mean? I want people to get a straight take on where your head is. What are you suggesting?
Chris, as you know, I've had greater long shots than this when we supported President Trump after the election.
What the heck was that? Shut up. I don't know how to say this clearer. Steve Bannon is a total idiot on this. I agree with Steve Bannon on probably 90% of policies. And again, props to Chris Cuomo. I have to say this before I talk more about Steve Bannon. Props to Chris Cuomo for trying to clarify there. This is a different Chris Cuomo than we saw in the past. Old Chris Cuomo would have loved that statement. They would have ran with it and tried to destroy Trump with it. It would have been on all the other networks because of him. But new Chris Cuomo is like, dude, let me give you the opportunity to take that back or clarify, because what you're saying makes no sense. And Steve Bannon does neither of those things. He does not take back. He does not clarify. He doubles down on the stupid. And look, guys, I love Donald Trump. He was a great president in his first term. So far, I have a couple small critiques, but he's done pretty dang good. I'm excited for the next 4 years. But Trump should not, and he will not be president in 2028. And it is unconstitutional to say that he will be. And it is so unproductive, by the way, to say that he is, because it totally validates what Democrats try to say when they say he's dictatorial. Every time Democrats say this, and we all go, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Trump's not a dictator. And then someone, not Donald Trump, but some surrogate of his, like Steve Bannon, comes out and says the stupidest crap like this. And again, he comes out and he's like, it's a mystery. I'm going to be mysterious. Like Chris Cuomo points out, he goes, oh, Trump's going to find a way. We're working on it. It's bullcrap. It's total bullcrap. It's elitist. No one talks like that. No one real talks like that. The reason why Americans like Donald Trump is because Donald Trump just tells them how it is. And a lot of Donald Trump's people around him, Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, Kash Patel, they just say it like it is too. That's why we like these people. We like RFK Jr. as well, and Tulsi Gabbard and Elon Musk, even the people who came from the left. They're the people that tell you how it is. Steve Bannon, just the way he talks like that, is so creepy, so conniving, and just the complete antithesis of what Donald Trump is, and it pisses me off big time. Steve Bannon needs to just cut it out. It's bullcrap. And so for the sake of argument, so it's crap, everything that he's saying, but let's actually talk about the merit of his argument, which he barely makes, because again, he just wants to be all mysterious and say, we're working on it, instead of actually talking to Americans like a normal person. For the sake of argument, let's talk about how feasible his plan is. This is what the 22nd Amendment says. It says, no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. So that's pretty clear. So presumably, they're going to try to find a way to get Trump in a non-elected matter. That seems like the way that they would do it. It says clearly he can't be elected, but maybe in a non-elected way. And so what people are throwing out there, and I think this is probably the most common thing that they're trying, or taking to constitutional scholars and talking about, is that J.D. Vance could be elected with Donald Trump as his VP, and then J.D. Vance could step down, and then Donald Trump would be the de facto. And there's a little bit of constitutional precedence for this. It's not so much in the stepping down nature, but a president, if you didn't know, can actually be, even after this amendment was created, can be president for 10 years, not 8. And what that means is, say Donald Trump had been the vice president to J.D. Vance, and J.D. Vance had been assassinated. And if there had been less than 2 years left in his term and Donald Trump takes that up, that does not count as a term yet. Meaning, say J.D. Vance is, 2 years and 2 days into his presidency, so long as it's been more than 2 years and Donald Trump's going to be president for less than 2 years, that doesn't count as a term. So then feasibly he could run for 2 more times. And so, again, there's not a hard rule on this 8-year thing. There's other ways you can be president for longer, but it's never been done in the way that I just described. And I don't know other ways it could be done other than having your VP. Again, Donald Trump can be VP. I got no problem with that. The only feasible way I can think of him being president is J.D. Vance is his president, and then J.D. Vance gets assassinated, which, of course, necessitates Donald Trump planning the assassination of J.D. Vance, which is never going to happen. And that's like a weird plan in the first place. So, and just to be clear as well, this would be a colossal mistake if something like this happened. And I'm not talking about the assassination thing. I'm talking about J.D. Vance stepping down. It would be a huge, colossal mistake in terms of politics. Americans would not look favorably upon something like this. How do I know? Because Americans would feel the same way about that plan as they did about Biden getting cooed by Kamala Harris. They really would. People do not look favorably upon these things. They saw that. They thought, that's cold. We didn't like Joe Biden, but that is cold. Kamala Harris just swoops in with the help of the Obamas and Nancy Pelosi and Hakeem Jeffries, as they actively say they wouldn't do it. And so they don't like this stuff. It's the same feeling of betrayal, even if it is coordinated and it's not a coup, and J.D. Vance and Donald Trump are in on it. It's that feeling of betrayal of, no, I didn't vote for Donald Trump to be president. I voted for J.D. Vance. I'm just in this scenario. And so for them to turn around and do it another way, it would not be good. It would be stupid. It would be counterproductive. J.D. Vance or Ron DeSantis can carry out the MAGA agenda just fine on their own, because those are probably going to be the 2 front runners. And most likely it's going to be J.D. Vance. Trump does not own MAGA. So if everyone's just trying to look out and say, we want 4 more years of Donald Trump is helping grow J.D. Vance right now into a politician who can carry on the agenda. That is far more. He can run a clean campaign, and it'll be just like having Trump in, if that's what you really want. If that's what people want, that's what they'll get. We don't need an 84-year-old Donald Trump trying to make J.D. Vance step down so we can be president again. No one wants that. No one needs it, except maybe Steve Bannon, who wants to be some weird elitist. I'm sick of it. He should shut up. Don't feed the Democrat conspiracy theories by pretending Trump is coming back for a 3rd term. There's only 1 month left to file your taxes, or the IRS is coming for your money, guys. Fortunately, I partnered with Quick Tax America, who hates the IRS as much as you, so they fight to get you every dollar possible. Quick Tax America has already gotten its average tax returner over $4,000 back from the IRS. And unlike the other big services, they're not raising their rates just because it's March and April. They only do federal tax returns for $69, no matter how complicated your taxes are. They do all the work for you as well. All you got to do is upload your files, answer a few basic questions, and schedule a 15-minute finish your return call with a tax professional, and they do all the rest. So go check them out at quicktaxamerica.com, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.